Dating in your 30s. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's talk about dating. Let's talk about love and relationships, and specifically dating in your 30s. I wanted to share this with you because I'm still in my 30s. I'm a millennial. If you manage to make it through your 20s without getting married, right? And you're still single in your 30s, I feel like a lot of us are. I feel like my generation, I hear this term a lot, late bloomers. I feel like that's us, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like we're choosing to do things a different way. Like back in the day, people would get married like around 20, 22 years old. I know my parents did and started having kids really young, and we're choosing to do things a new way. There's positives and there's negatives to it. Drop me a comment, are you single right now in your 30s? Or even in your 40s, and things happen. Maybe you've been in a relationship, even a marriage, and you got divorced. Maybe you have kids right now. But I wanted to share with you what I've discovered in my own path, like about dating in your 30s and how it's different from when I was younger. Dating in your 30s versus dating in your 20s. Obviously, we're gonna mature, we're gonna evolve, we're gonna grow, and this is why it's not such a bad thing. Like, don't let anybody shame you. Don't feel like you're behind. You're not behind. You're on your own path. And dating in your 30s is so beautiful because you've grown up as a person. You've had some experience. You're a little bit seasoned in life, and now you have a chance to become more intentional. So how is dating in your 30s different from before? How many of us are actively dating? Because the world right now, inflation is high, okay? People are very much focused on themselves, and I know that I am. Like, how many of you are actively dating, like going out on dates or on a dating app or looking for a significant other? Don't feel like you have to rush that, because you don't. But when you start dating, I want you to be intentional. The first way that dating is different in your 30s, what I find attractive in a man now, you might go from things that are superficial attracting you, someone's swag, how they dress, how they talk to you, their sweet talk, what kind of car they drive, or even how they appear on social media, to looking deeper. And so in my 30s, I definitely have become a sapiosexual. Okay, so intellect, how smart is this guy? And nerdy is hot to me now. Like, somebody's intelligence. Can you carry a conversation? What's going on inside of your mind, inside of your heart, your spirit? How in tune are you with the most divine? Are you spiritual? Are you health conscious? What are you all about? See, these are the things that actually matter in a relationship. And when you're younger, your mind a lot of times is just not even thinking about that. Like, you were just a teenager and now you're dating for the first time. It's exciting, it's new, it's fresh in the world. And so, but as you start to get older, and once you're in your 30s, you want something of substance, because you realize that a relationship is like pretty much two best friends that are hanging out all the time, that end up living together, sleeping together, and making a life together. So who is this person? It's not about how they dress. It's not about how they appear in the outside world, like superficial. It's about, do you have a good time together? Are they intelligent? Are they smart? So when I think of the word sapiosexual, you're sexually attracted and aroused to somebody's intellect. Are they cultured? Are they refined? Can they teach you something, fellas, right now? You know, they say that women mature faster than men, and if you want to date a woman in her 30s, bring something of substance. And women have such a strong intuition, she's gonna see past any BS. So you might as well just be your authentic self. And that's another thing that I realized. Dating in your 30s, you go from not really knowing who you are, knowing what you want, you're just kind of exploring, to being more sure of who you are. So there's a sense of authenticity. Dating in your 30s means being your real self, because once you fall in love with yourself, if somebody else doesn't like you for who you are, if they don't appreciate you, respect you, and really cherish you, you're just like, okay, well, like, I love me, so I'm not gonna pretend, I'm not gonna wear a mask, I'm not gonna try to be something that I'm not. you start to appreciate yourself more. So that's so beautiful. And this is the energy that we bring once we start dating in our 30s. And that's why being more selective, more intentional, it might shrink your pool of options, right? But that's okay. You don't want to settle. You don't want to be desperate. But you also don't want to put a wall up in front of your heart, because we deserve to be loved. I always tell you guys this, like in all my shorts. It's like, I'm worthy of my own love first, but I'm also worthy to be loved by somebody else. And I have to allow myself to be loved, but love can be scary, right? Like, let's keep it real. Love can be scary because once you open your heart to somebody, they can hurt you. And it hurts so bad. And we have an ego, and our ego can harden us and be like, well, if I just never did this, if I just never met you, if I just didn't enter this relationship, like I wouldn't be in so much pain right now. Emotional pain hurts so bad, especially if you're sensitive, but it's okay. No risk, no reward. And so you gotta like see it as part of life. Pain is part of life. Getting your feelings hurt or getting your heart broken, it just comes with it. But relationships are not meant to be perfect. You're strong enough to withstand it. Like my cousin was like, during Christmas time, she was like, I didn't wake up today to be a weak biatch. Like, it was so funny. But that's true, right? So being your authentic self, dating in your 30s. When you start dating in your 30s, you better change in this way, is being selective with your body. Okay, when we first start having sex, of course, it's exciting, it's thrilling. Oh my God, But then life gets real, okay? And sexual energy, let's talk about this because it's true, it's powerful. You don't want to just be sharing your energy with just anybody out here. Sex is so precious, and I know that like we have to determine lust versus love, because when you really like somebody, you want to show them affection, but then once you have sex, you can't take that back. And P.S., you can create a whole baby, okay? So you want to be careful when you merge with somebody. It's a spiritual thing. Like, sex is a spiritual exchange, energy exchange. You are literally combining with somebody else. So whoever that person is, you're merging and becoming one. It's a sacred act, sacred energy exchange. So you want to just be so careful. Dating in your 30s means that you're past that initial thrill of sex, and you're gonna be intentional with who you share your body with, because it's an intimate thing. You're so sacred, you're so valuable, you deserve real love. So dating is like casual, right? Because dating means you're not in a committed relationship. And my advice to anybody watching this, man or woman, is don't share the most sacred parts of your physical body with someone who's not in a committed relationship with you. Just because you're dating somebody, you really like them, does not mean that you have to sleep with them. Don't feel like it's just part of it. And I feel like that's how it's changed for me. You guys know that I went on a celibacy journey for 4 years, and it helped me to remember these things, that sex is not casual, and we don't have to just like take it there. Fall in real love first. It's going to be so much better. And don't let people pressure you. Dating in your 30s can be scary because it starts to get so real, right? Like, I feel like we all subconsciously feel that pressure to get married, but I want you to just take your time. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not a late bloomer, we don't have to be in a rush, but at the same time, don't close yourself off to love. It can be tricky because most of us have our first love around 18, 20 years old, maybe 25 years old. And if that relationship doesn't work out, if you're single in your 30s, a lot of us are carrying that pain. Like, we could still be harboring grief, pain, sorrow, sadness. We can see love in a negative light due to the things that we've experienced, and feel like we missed the boat, or feel like, well, like real love doesn't exist, or it's too late for me, I messed it up, I'm this, I'm that. But none of those things are true. Being single in your 30s, dating in your 30s is such a beautiful blessing, because you have a chance to heal and discover who you really are. Like, when a relationship doesn't work out, and I've had several that have not worked out, but it was a blessing in disguise, because it means that it didn't align with my soul. it didn't align with my path of where the universe wants to take me, where God wants to take me. And although it hurts, like as you start to heal, you make choices about who you are, you become stronger, you stand on your own 2 feet, and you get to be free. You get to live your life from a place of authenticity. You don't feel stuck, you don't feel bound. We're changing, we're growing so much. So, like, for example, people who got married in their 20s, if they're able to grow together, it's going to be beautiful. But a lot of times they grow apart, and this is natural, and they're on their own path. So, this is why I wanted to create this for us, because just to encourage us that dating in your 30s is not, it's not a curse. Like, you're not cursed if you're not married. You don't have to rush. You're not a late bloomer. You're right on time. And there's so many advantages to it, so many pros to it, because now you get to make healthier decisions for you. Don't be bound to your past. Like me too. Like sometimes when you're healing, sometimes when you're growing, you're going to be tested. Life might test you, send things your way. Well, what choices are you going to make now? Are you going to make the same choices you made at 22 years old? Now that you're 32, you're free to change, you're free to grow and evolve. Find you find you an intelligent, refined, cultured, amazing man, right? Move from your heart, look deeper. Who are you? Can you be happy single? Because that's a really important thing. Can you go celibate, right? Like, are you using sex to numb yourself or to distract yourself? Are you not wanting to be alone, right? So these are like deeper things. So just trust and know that if you're single in your 30s, there's purpose behind it, but it doesn't mean it's the end of your story. It doesn't mean that love is not out there for you. It'll enter your life at the perfect time, but it starts with us. It's like, it's a chance to, when you're single, it's a chance to look within yourself, decide what you want, become intentional, know your worth, know your value, release your past. Like there's that card in an oracle deck, a famous oracle deck in tarot, like, release your ex, right? You don't want to carry your past into your future energetically. That's just too heavy. So we want to just let go of our past so we can start fresh. Dating in your 30s. So I hope this video inspired you in some way. Drop me a comment. I would love to know your thoughts. We don't want to be in a rush. We want to be intentional. We want to feel solid on our own 2 feet. We want to protect our energy. We want to feel whole within ourselves. We want to discover ourselves. We want to show up as our authentic self. And please take your time, because a lot of times when you meet somebody, they're going to show you their best self, but it's going to take so much time to actually get to know the real them. And both of you deserve to be loved in that way. So baby steps. Love is like a plant. It's going to grow over time. You have to water it, sunlight. Can you withstand hard times with someone else? Is this who you authentically choose for all the right reasons? Do they choose you too? So you never have to chase anybody. You never have to beg anybody. Two souls that are really meant to be together, they're going to gravitate to each other naturally, flow together, melt together, become one. And in a sense, it's effortless when your heart's open to love. So I hope this video helped you in some way, guys. I'm sending you so much love, so much power, healing on your journey. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in my next video.